Morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. I'm going to make another video about the gang stalking. Hope everybody's doing good today. It is a great day to be alive, and a great day to try to share some stories of my experiences being gang stalked and attacked. And, just to let people know it's a real thing. And it can happen to anybody. It can happen to, it doesn't matter what your age. And, it doesn't matter if you're in the suburbs or, if you're in the inner city. It really doesn't matter. If you're targeted and they want to try to take you out, I hope you learn to recognize some of the signs. And, realize that it may not be your mental health. It may be the community or the gang stalkers trying to drive you to be off balance, okay? Don't let them do it. Don't let them take your integrity, and don't let them take your peace, okay? And, I believe in my higher power. I believe in God. It's a miracle I'm here and that I'm survived these attacks. Like a lot of people, okay? But not everybody does. And I'm just saying that it is definitely a real scenario. I can't describe it other than, I knew it was coming. I knew it was real without anybody trying to tell you that. Just from the mannerisms and, what my family, which turns out to be really enemies, had told me. Okay? Pretty much directly, whether they know it or not. So, I thank God for that, and also, listen to my grandmother and grandfather and my family. How can I say this? I got to ease into this because I want to talk a lot more about it. But what I have to say is that I knew there must be something else to the story from my child and my childhood, from what I remembered, but not what was said, what was not said, and what was held back. Okay, so that was the thing. And the other thing is, to give people some grace about it is, I always wondered why you would, through the community and through the, through the banking system, to be quite honest, why would you keep two opposing forces together and join? Okay. And unless it was always set up that way. All right. So, to give some of these other people that are, born into their upper crust bloodline or their upper crust families in the community, that may have been destined to, be the property owners and be the administrators for the city a long time ago. Okay. Lord knows what they were pitted up against. Alright. But that doesn't mean you got to fall for it all your life. Alright. And then project that onto other people. Okay. But there's something that I made a note of. I want to talk about the Philippines real quick before I talk about the gang stalking. So, Mr. France, he's a mentor of mine, and, like a father figure. A lot of people didn't like Mr. France, okay, it's evident. But, he really did care about his people. And you can be misjudged, or people think you're all bad or all greedy or whatever like that. That doesn't necessarily, it's not the case. And I knew that, when I was younger, in my 20s and stuff. But I would see him periodically, through the years as I went back to the Philippines. And, well, okay. Because I went and saw him and he was not in good shape, but his son and daughter was in there, and they were taking care of it. He really didn't get out of bed, and I wasn't really able to talk to him too much during that visit. But anyway, some of the people knew about that, some of the people in the organizations over in Philippines, and they asked me to go check on it, okay, see if you can, go on a spy mission, I suppose, so I did, okay, and what I found out is his last house in Diamond Subdivision had been abandoned. And there was graffiti all over the walls and everything, and it was a mess, And that was his last house, I don't know what was going on at the time. I really don't. I have no idea on the inside to that. All I know is it didn't end well. But my point today, and I don't know if this is a thing or not, I'm going to bring it up, okay. In the 80s, they had car sales for military in the Philippines, okay? So, you could buy a brand new vehicle and have it shipped over and, pick it up and have a new car, instead of, getting a used car in the Philippines. We'll just put it that way. So, I got one, and I know some of my counterparts got one, Dodge Omni at the time, 80s model. That sounds so old now. But Mr. France got one too, And the models kind of stood out because, at the time, there's lots of car sales there now, cars everywhere. But all kinds of cars, all kinds of cars. But they, how can I say this? After I went on that spy mission, okay, or not spy mission, just, check it out, see what I could find out. I went back and told him what I found, and the feedback was somebody got him. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay. The thing was over in Diamond, and I don't know if it's the same one or not. Okay, could be, could not be. But I saw that same model car, very old. This was. I don't know how many years ago now, maybe 6-8 years ago now. And same model of car was in there, and it had the medical symbol, the ones you see on the ambulances, the doctor, I call it the Mendocini thing, but anyway, I don't know the proper name. And I'm like, I don't know, that you don't see many of those cars anymore. And I just wonder if there's a correlation between Mr. France and Diamond Subdivision, the medical emblem, and his car, So, but anyway, this went way longer than I anticipated. As far as the gangstalking goes, it's a real deal. It can happen anywhere. It is, they have networks set up, from the street to the organizations, into the government, local government, state government, federal government. It's all being exposed right now because I believe it was meant to be. all right? And, you know, no matter what part you play in that, I think it's real important to, you know, try to contribute to do that. So, anyway, I'm going to leave that here because this went way, way longer than I anticipated. But I want you to have a good day. God bless you. God bless America, and keep on keeping on.